Dismissal of a special leave petition has no consequence on question of law. Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has observed that the dismissal of a special leave petition is of no consequence on the question of law. In this case, the division bench of the High Court set aside the single bench judgment that allowed the writ petitions for the grant of time bound revised promotional scale to the petitioners. The division bench had followed the dictum of the judgment in Burkha B's Management Board versus Krishan Kumar wished to hold that the petitioners are not entitled to relief sought. Before the apex court, it was contended that some other employees have been granted benefit by virtue of the orders passed by the High Court and the special leave petitions were dismissed. They pointed out that a writ petition filed by an employee junior to them and as assistant engineer was allowed by the division bench of the High Court, and a special leave petition filed against this was dismissed by the apex court. We find that some other employees have been granted benefit by virtue of the orders passed by the High Court. However, the principle laid down in the aforesaid judgment run counter to the subsequent judgment of this court in Krishan Kumar, which the special leave petition in many of these cases were dismissed by the such dismissals would not be a binding precedent for this court. This argument was also raised and examined in Krishan Kumar, which wherein this court relied upon the judgment of this court reported as Kunamath and others versus State of Kerala. Therefore, the dismissal of special leave petitions is of no consequence on the question of law. In Kunamath case, the Supreme Court has considered the legal implications and the impact of an order rejecting a petition seeking grant of special leave to appeal under Article 136 of the Constitution of India. The court concluded as follows: where an appeal or revision is provided against an order passed by a court, tribunal, or any other authority before superior forum, and such superior forum modifies, reverses, or affirms the decision put in issue before it, the decision by the subordinate forum merges in the decision by the superior forum, and it is a later which subsists, remains operative, and is capable of enforcement in the eye of law. The jurisdiction conferred by Article 136 of the Constitution is divisible into two stages. First stage is up to the disposal of prayer for special leave petition to file an appeal. The second stage commences if and when the leave to appeal is granted and special leave petition is converted into an appeal. Doctrine of merger is not a doctrine of universal or unlimited application. It will depend on the nature of jurisdiction exercised by the superior forum, and the content or subject matter of challenge laid or capable of being laid shall be determinative of applicability of merger. The superior jurisdiction should be capable of reversing, modifying, or affirming the order put in issue before it. Under Article 136 of the Constitution, the Supreme Court may reverse, modify, or affirm the judgment, decree, or order appealed against while exercising its appellate jurisdiction, not while exercising discretionary jurisdiction, disposing of petition of special leave to appeal. The doctrine of merger can therefore be applied to the former and not to the later. An order refusing special leave to appeal may be a non-speaking order or a speaking one. In either case, it does not attract the doctrine of merger. An order refusing special leave to appeal does not stand substituted in place of the order under challenge. All that it means is that the court was not inclined to exercise its discretion to allow the appeal being filed. If the order refusing leave to appeal is a speaking order, gives reasons for refusing the grant of leave, then the order has two implications. Firstly, statement of law contained in the order is a declaration of law by the Supreme Court within the meaning of Article 141 of the Constitution. Secondly, other than the declaration of law, whatever is stated in the order are the findings recorded by the Supreme Court, which would bind the parties thereto, and also the court, tribunal, or authority in any proceedings subsequent thereto way of judicial discipline. the Supreme Court being the apex court of the country, but this does not amount to saying that the order of the court, tribunal, or authority below has stood merged in the order of the Supreme Court rejecting special leave petition, or that the order of the Supreme Court is the only order binding as res judicata in subsequent proceedings between the parties. Once leave to appeal has been granted and appellate jurisdiction of Supreme Court has been invoked, the order passed in appeal would attract the doctrine of merger. The order may be of reversal, modification, or merely affirmation. On an appeal having been preferred or a petition seeking leave to appeal having been converted into an appeal before Supreme Court, the jurisdiction of High Court to entertain a review petition is lost thereafter as provided by sub rule clause 1 and rule 1 of order 47 of the CPC.